Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for coming by. I'm going to start this one off real quick because it's one of those ones that don't really need a lot of explanation, but for some reason I was basically forced to talk about this. And the topic of today is, why are we race swapping characters when we already have characters of that swapped race already? Yeah, that was a long sentence to say basically, why in the world are we doing a black Superman movie when we have the character Icon? Question mark. So, for those who don't know, Icon was a hero created by Milestone Media roughly about 25 years ago that basically took the story of Superman but changed it slightly by having the alien baby land up in a slave plantation and taking on the image and appearance of the first person that found him, a slave woman, so a black child. And he basically grew up over the next 150 years, developing powers very similar to Superman. And basically this is Superman told from an African American point of view. And that's it. I mean, real simple. It's a simple story. We all know it. We all know Superman's story. Icon does the exact same thing. Ta-da! And Icon's had a fan base that's lasted for a while. There are people who enjoy it. So the question I have to ask is, why in the world are we going to do a black Superman? I mean, we have a black Superman. We've made this black Superman, 25 years ago. And here's a crazy idea. This black Superman was already made by black men. So what are we doing? This is the weirdest setup that makes no sense to me. You have a character already made for this. And I get that people are like, no, a black Superman is exactly what we want. Yeah, okay, that's great. But we did that 25 years ago. And if you're still hung on this whole thing being Superman, but it's Kal-El, well, don't let it fool yourself. Icon is Kal-El. And just about every sense of the word. Making it even more interesting, the character himself is a black Republican. That's kind of an interesting vibe from a black man who has all the powers of Superman. So, let's talk about some cool things we could do. But once again, they go, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to make a black Superman. And we're going to hope that you people come and watch it. Because, really, let's be honest, what's going on? We saw how much money Black Panther made. And we want some of that black people money. They want some of that black people money. They saw that black people came out and supported Black Panther, made $1 billion, and people were like, hey, we can do a black character. It's not that difficult. They're just black. And here we are, now trying to do a black Superman. So, let me just put it bluntly for a lot of people. Superman's a tough sell to most people with regular ideas of superheroes. Superman as a black man is a incredibly difficult sell to black people. Why? Because Superman as a character is the exact opposite of Black Panther. Hey, Superman's got all these powers, but, if he was black, do you think he'd still be doing the same thing? Do you still think he'd be fighting, the same basic criminals he's been fighting for 80 plus years? Do you think he'd still be about truth, justice, and the American way after seeing all these things happen to black people? I don't think so. And what makes it better when Icon doing it, and don't get me wrong, Icon has the same kind of attitude. The partner he has, Rocket, is the exact opposite of him. So you have to play off that whole setup. If you're a fan, or if you're not, maybe you don't even know. Maybe you've never read the original Icon books. There's some trade paperbacks I know available. Check them out. It's a great story. It's well done. It's well thought out. And it actually does the Superman trope correctly. And the problem with Hollywood is they're not really built with smart people. They want to be very lazy and copy something that's easy. They say, oh, black people go out and watch superhero films. We need black superheroes. Not thinking about why they went out and saw that film. Not realizing, or even worse, realizing Marvel took 7-8 years developing the story to get to that point where we introduce Black Panther. And you get to see the character before he gets his own movie. And you get his point of view. You understand where he's coming from. You get to see all this cool stuff. And then he got his movie. But that's not what people are thinking. All they see is billions of dollars, Black Panther film. We got to get a piece of that. You guys are basically idiots. And it drives me crazy when I see this kind of stupidity. And these are the people in charge of the industry doing creative stuff. So, let me just say this to all my creative people. I don't care what color you are, what creed you are, your sexual orientation. Now is the time that you should be going out and doing amazing work. Because Hollywood is dumb as bricks. They're out of ideas. And you should be taking over. And don't be giving me that stuff, well, I don't have enough money. I don't care. Figure out a way to get it done. Stop crying. Stop making excuses. Stop being a loser. Be awesome. You already are, because they don't have any ideas. They have no ideas. Come on, dudes. A black Superman? That's their best idea. We're going to do a black Superman. What the... And somebody said, yeah, I'm gonna greenlight that. We're going to give them about, $30, $40 million for that. $30, $40 million for that piece of garbage? That's what they're doing? A black Superman? That's the best thing at going? Oh, God. Jesus. It ain't that difficult. It really ain't that difficult, people. Think about the characters. Build the characters over time. Tell a good story. Make money. But still, no one wants to do that. Everybody wants to just to make the money. They don't care about the story. They just want to make the money. And this is what you get. So, like I said before, all you creative people who aren't doing something, now's your time. You should be looking at this as a valuable time where you can punch these guys right in the face. Because they're going to execute this horribly. Let's be honest. Let's keep it real. DC Comics has not built enough trust in their fan base to try something like this. Marvel could. Marvel could easily do this. Marvel's already done this. Did it with Black Panther. Did it with Captain Marvel. They're going to try it out with the Eternals. We're going to try it out with Shang-Chi. But they've also made 20 plus movies to make sure that they can do this. I don't know what to say. I'm just kind of embarrassed. This is the plan that DC thinks is best for everyone. So, hey, Warner Brothers, if this is your best plan, I would fire your entire staff and replace them with goats. Because they're just going to be just as useful. So you got nothing to lose. I'm just saying. Good Lord, this is just, this is the dumbest thing ever. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. And as always, I will talk to you all later. Hey, thank you so much for stopping by the channel. If you could do us a super huge favor and click on that like button for this video, or even better, subscribe, we'd really appreciate it. As always, thanks for your support.